Hey friends, did you realize that here at East Main Church, we have almost 60 people who are at least 80 years old, and which is also about the same number of children that we have, 10 years old and younger, who meet weekly in our Jam Children's Ministry. Another interesting thing about us this way too, is that I believe that we are the only church in the area that weekly offers worship services with two very distinct styles of worship music. Now, in so many ways, it would be much easier if we geared most of our ministry toward one particular generation group, or and we only did this or that kind of music. But we really do believe that it's so important that we be ministering in ways that can both help children to discover the good news of Jesus and begin to live into what it is to follow Him, and that can also be of great encouragement to those who are facing the challenges and the losses that go with aging. And also, we think it's important to be able to reach people who really resonate with the great old hymns of the church, and also people whose musical language, if you will, is a little less traditional. And so we think this is expressed well, by the way, in the core value that we're highlighting this month, which is this one, that all generations and diverse populations of our community need to encounter the transforming power of the love of Jesus Christ. And since we believe that everyone needs to experience this transforming power of Jesus and His love, we really want to see our church looking more and more like a cross-section of our community. Just kind of like the cross-section you'd find if you were out at Aldi's or out at Walmart, or a game over at Forker Field across the street here. And why do we think that? Why do we want our church to look like that? Well, because we think that's what God wants a church to look like. In the book of Revelation, chapter 7, it gives a picture of the church worshiping around the throne in heaven. And it says there are people there of every tribe, every nation, every language. And though it doesn't say specifically, I think that also implies that it's going to be people who are different ages when they walk the earth, people who sing differently, people like me who can't sing very well at all, and people who vote differently, and all kinds of different ways. I bet you there'll be people there who root for the Steelers, and people there who think that football is what we call soccer, people who could care less about sports, and people who even root for the Cleveland Browns, I'll bet will be there. And so the point, friends, being that if this is what the church in heaven is going to look like, and this is what our community looks like, boy, how about if the church that we worship in here looks a bit like this as well? Well, thanks for giving us your time today, friends.